Hi and welcome. We're going to be doing a pick a card reading. So if you have time, you can join me now for this reading, or you can join me later at a more convenient time. I know a lot of people have been going through very difficult times and lots of changes and transformations, so I thought maybe this pick a card reading would help everybody. So I hope everybody's well today and you have a chance to sit and have a listen. We have 3 piles to choose from today, and I'm using a couple of different decks. So the decks I'm using are the dream cards, because I feel a lot of people have a lot of things about thoughts and about, even dreams, outright dreams in particular, right now that they may have been questioning. I also used an Oracle Messenger deck and the Enchanted Map deck, and also some Spirit Guide information here. So I've pre-shuffled and laid the cards out. I don't know what they are, but what I did do is I placed 3 different figurines on each of the piles, and in the first pile we have the Buddha, and it has an amethyst with it. So this is the Amethyst Buddha, and that's pile number 1. And pile number 2 is the Heart Angel, because of course it has a little heart. And we have here the Traveling Buddha. So if you can take a moment right now, hang on one second. If you can take a moment and just center yourselves and try to place all the things that are going on in and around your life aside for a moment. And let's see what Spirit has to say through the cards. Okay? So, some of these figurines have been with me for a long time, and one of them is one of my dear friends. That's for you. You know who you are. Okay, so if you have had a moment or two to decide which pile you think might resonate with you, you can either sit back and wait for your reading and listen to the other readings, because they may also have some important information for you. So let's just go one at a time, all right? So we'll place pile number 3 aside and pile number 2 aside, and we'll begin doing that. Oh, where can I put you? I don't know if I'll be able to have enough room on the table and be able to see what's up. So as I'm laying out card number 1, pile number 1, I'm sensing, so we will work with the dream cards first, and I'll show you the dream card that I'm working with. Give you a chance to have a peek at that. There's lots of information about this right now. So when I'm looking at this, I am seeing like ancestral connections. So we have the human speaking to spirit, and this is a native spirit. So I don't know if some of you have native tradition that you follow, or shamanic traditions that you follow. So I do feel there are a couple of figurines on the top. If you look, one is like a joker, the other is more fairy-like and more of a dancing feminine energy. So there's some creative aspects that are happening in your life right now. And I do feel some of this stuff is concentrated around relationships, because there's the bathtub in the bottom with the man and the woman sort of having a romantic situation. But I feel like this is not the base of things, but it is, how do I say, it's the structure of what's happening right now, but it's not the base of what some of the disturbances are. So I am feeling something along the lines of somebody's birthday is important this year, a couple of birthdays, or a birthday right now is important. I am also seeing the number 21 has significance for you, and there is a name on this birthday. And the name is, and I've never noticed this before, but the name is Allison. It says, happy birthday, Allison. So some of you may know an Allison or are an Allison that has something that has significance for you. So within this relationship, I feel like there's another calling that is happening that is something spiritual of nature, separate from the relationship. I do feel like there's like a slow moving pace to some development in the relationship. I also feel right at this time there is some illness, because we have the nun with it beside a sick bed, and there's light. So it tells me that whoever is has picked pile number 1, this illness or situation that you're dealing with physically is going to be overcome very, very soon. I also see somebody around you that it looks like going to school, but there's like a person sweeping up and cleaning up. So it may be that in this celebration, there may be a celebration where you are like the one being celebrated. It may be some type of graduation or moving into a next phase of things. I'm also seeing here a handful of diamonds here. So some of you may be moving to the next level of your relationships, whatever that may be. This maybe have some very great significance, and it's like I feel like the ancestors are calling you to do this so that you are able to connect in on a deeper level with the person that you are with now or are going to soon connect into with. So remember, this is a slow moving energy, so I don't want you to feel like giving up at this time is the thing that you need to do. I want to talk about the next dream cards, which are, I can't pick it up, the cat. We have number 2, the cat, and we have the rose. So with these 3 cards together, I am sensing that there's some significance with this cat. There may be somebody around you who may be... Okay, there's a couple of different messages that I get here for pile number 1. I am sensing that there is somebody coming to you who is very beautiful, very genuine. They are like bejeweled, like they capture a place. And it's not about the way they look or how it's like the way they present themselves is what I want to say. So it's like, you know, everybody has like a unique quality that is attractive about them, and so it just seems to exude from this particular person. I'm not sure right now if this is you, and it seems to me that this is about somebody else coming into a room when you are present. So it tells me that there's something very attractive about this person that you want to get familiar with. And so that's one story that I'm hearing. The other story that I'm hearing is that somebody is tricking. I feel like somebody is masking themselves as this, not as a beautiful person, but as like an innocent, I want to say an innocence. So there's something innocent about this look on this cat, and I feel like that is part of it. And there is something about communication. There is more communication through, there's like a thought process that is happening. I feel like you're connecting in with your partner. This is what I feel like this is more about, maybe love or aspects of love. So let's just say that if you are wanting a relationship or are in one or building one, this is the card reading I feel for you. So, with the second card, card number 2, there's 2 people. So this is also something of significance, number 2 and the rose. So it tells me that there is some beauty coming out within love for the 2 of you. So there is a caution here that there's somebody masking and somebody fooling and somebody presenting something that isn't so about themselves. And they come off more as shy and introverted. However, there's another person who is genuine and they just seem to glow within your presence. And I am also seeing that they are very artistic and very grounded within their presence. So they're like a successful artist of some sort that is very dominant within there. And I also am seeing with the number 2, we have the 2 stars, and they are, one is upright and the other one is inverted. So they're mirroring. So I do feel the 2 of you are mirroring each other within your thoughts. So that is an important aspect for the 2 of you. There seems to be also rays, like I'm noticing the rays coming out of the stars. And so it's like you each have your own essence of what you shine in. So remember to keep like that individuality within the relationship so that it is successful and you both shine together. So that's a very interesting feeling that I get from that. This rose tells me that this is a romantic love, and this is about unifying something. And I am sensing like with this card, and you know, I don't want you guys to all think, oh, you're going to jump out and run and meet the person you're going to marry and then live happily ever after, because I don't really see that, but I am seeing like higher commitment. So if that means that you've been together for a long time, marriage coming into the aspect, because I am seeing the diamonds are being held in the hand, but they're not like in a ring. So it may be whatever that commitment and like jewel or treasure of the ideal relationship for you and your partner, whatever that looks like for you, because there's a lot of different concepts of what that can look like. But I am seeing a more gentle love, a more gentle, caring disposition, calmer waters, not so much roughness. So I feel like maybe you and your partner have had a little bit of rough waters if you are committed with somebody else. So there's been turbulent things going on, and I don't even know if it's within your relationship, but outside influences more is what I'm seeing here. All right, so we're going to go into the message cards, and we have respect your boundaries. So somebody may have been crossing your boundaries, or you may have been slacking on some of the things that you would normally do for yourself. Sorry, I'm trying to get the light where it's not glaring. So with that, there is something here of this card that seems very protective about your specific energy, about what is that you are being presented right now. So I am seeing a feather here. So this feather seems to be part of the tail. So that there's a lot of thought going on. This feather is around the head. So I am seeing there's lots of thoughts going around right now. And it is trailing down into your life. And this may be part of why some of you may be facing something or have had to face something of like an illness situation. So you are overcoming that by creating clear boundaries and not letting your thoughts run away with you. So that's a really good thing that's going on right now. So you may be overcoming anxiety or overrun thoughts or because of an outside situation. It's almost like you are learning to release and let go. That's what I'm sensing within this. And this is something that maybe this other person who's coming in, because this is above this other card here, is that this other person is helping you explore some of your thoughts and get some of your thoughts under control because they distract you with their beauty. That's not a bad thing, right? So, but you know, I am sensing that this beauty is sort of entering into your life. Either you are it, you may change some of the way you look, you may change the way you present yourself, the way you think, the way you are. So these are all correlating thoughts within the aspects of what I'm seeing here. It says share your thoughts, embrace spirit. So these are the next couple of cards that we're contending with. And so you maybe have held back. You may not have been, I don't know, maybe not comfortable in speaking in front of people. I know myself, I get nervous even just doing these readings. I mean, it's a little nerve-wracking talking to a whole bunch of people, right? You never know what's going to go on. So anyways, some people maybe have something like that going on. So you've had maybe reserves about sharing your actual thoughts about what's going on. Or maybe I also am seeing like respecting your boundaries. So you may have had someone cross your boundaries and need to speak up about something. I'm feeling maybe even something in a written form might be healthy for you to kind of observe your thoughts and be able to see what your thoughts are and how they're working within your energy field. And then you can share what's going on within your thoughts. So you're not like burning down the house kind of thing is what I'm seeing. So this dragon is very gentle and powerful, yet glowing. And when you look, you know, it seems to me that they are presenting something very, very of the light that is able to transform into something. So they're sort of bringing forth a light and an understanding. And that's what I'm seeing you have, is a light and an understanding. So you have embrace spirit. This is an eagle. It's a beautiful card here. And with this is telling me you speak from your spirit. So that means your mind and your heart are in unison. It's not, there's nothing not genuine about the words that you're speaking at this time. So it feels like this is going to be received. And even in, if there is like a celebration around you, or a birthday, or a friend's birthday, or someone important to you birthday, I feel like, you know, you're going to share genuine words and really be able to be celebratory within that space. So we have here education. There may be a decision here, and I also see like this celebration and education or graduation up in this card here. So I'm seeing the two together. Maybe you're moving on to higher education, some of you younger people. And I'm also seeing that you know, this is a new adventure for you, and this is something that you've decided to have your independence, because the next card is making a choice. So this is of your free will that you're going to be on this adventure of education. So you're going on to this, or you are going on from education onto a job, one of the two. So there is something that maybe you've learned in the last little while that has allowed you to have a metamorphosis. So you have completely transformed everything in and around you. And so you have at the very bottom from your guides here, joy guides, and there's restrictions. So what this tells me is that with these restrictions, there may be some things going on in your life that you're contending with. For instance, job, maybe family situations, maybe some of your health. So you're giving yourself some pacing so that you can have the rest of these dreams unfold. And I feel like the guidance of your ancestors will come down and help you navigate through some of these situations. And there will be signs and energies around you that, you know, I feel like feelings of comfort. It's almost like there's feelings of peace that enter, and there's like signs that bring that in for you over the next little while. And I feel like, you know, this is a general reading, so they're not really going to be specific. Some of you, I don't know, maybe have something out of the ordinary happen where there's a sign that you recognize out in nature, or maybe you hear a repetitive thought. You may see numbers. I'm not exactly sure, but it just tells me here also with the restricted thoughts, like, don't, because I said that, don't just say, oh, something's going to happen and blah, 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 and I've seen no sign, so that means nothing's going to happen. So I don't feel like that, but I just feel like when you do have a sign, it's like you're in a flow. There's like an essence of synchronicity, and that just is like a little kiss from the universe to let you know you're on the right path and that things are going good. And appreciate that, rather than give yourself just the restrictions of staying in a specific mode when you're not, you know, actually manifested things that you want, or have had other situations that you are beyond your control. So I feel like this is saying to me, this whole reading is giving things up to the universe, is going to allow you to make space for really good things coming in within healthy relationships, within self-individuality, with you going off onto an adventure and learning a specific thing, or going onto a job, or making a choice about having a different direction in your life than what it's actually going now, so that there is a metamorphosis, so that you can, you know, become that beautiful butterfly and transform and be able to do the things that you want to do with your life and feel spiritually balanced, physically balanced, and emotionally balanced, you see? So this is the things that I'm seeing joy guides come in. The joy guides are here to bless your day, and I feel like, well, your week this week, so that you can be unlocked and freed from some of these mental restrictions. Some of you may be getting information like important information that'll freeze you up, freeze your energy. Okay, so because I feel like with these strong guides, with these dragons, and not all of these cards are dragons. You got like 2 dragons here, you know, like, you know, that's quite powerful for you to be able to move past with the eagle there. So you have a lot of help coming in with all of this energy. And so I am feeling this from your guides, that the restrictions are going to be unlocked. And I also see something else. People who are trying to impose restrictions upon you, I feel like when I look at this cherubim here, like there's angels that specifically are helping you to unlock to lock their energy so that they're not influencing something you're doing. So that's a little interesting twist. So I hope that was really clear. I was stumbling over my words there a little bit, but I am feeling like, you know, you're protected from angelic energy, and they're locking somebody's mind from even thinking about you. Like, don't even think about me. And the angels are being like, now enough's enough. Like, don't even think about me anymore. And so that we can all really go through this metamorphosis stage of transformation, because honestly, with what's happening in the world right now, there's a lot of metamorphosis, and it isn't over yet. There's quite a bit of stuff that's going to happen, I'm sure, within the next couple of years that people are going to go through. And so when you're trying to have relationship and learn and do all the things that we normally would do in life, I feel like it's an added stresses. So I do feel like there's angelic help through all of that, though. So that's really, really important that you know that and that you feel supported through all of this. Okay? So, I'm sorry I am not paying attention to the comments today. So everybody who is here that I know, I apologize if I'm not saying hi. I'm just doing this briefly so that we all have a little direction. And I do say hi to all my lovely people that are around all the time. And thank you for all of your support. I truly appreciate your support as usual. And you are also very, very wonderful. And we're going on a learning spiritual experience together. And these cards help us through it. So in the second pile, we have the Heart Angel. A little sweetie there, right? So if you've picked the Heart Angel, interesting. We have card number 10 in the Dream card. And there is a couple here, and there's a woman sitting watching a man weaving a basket. So some of you may be in a relationship where your partner is like very creative with their hands and they make things for you, and you really like enjoy watching them, and I feel like it's created stability around you, and I feel like, you know, you have like an energy of, oh, maybe I can do this or maybe I can do that. But like, I feel like there's a lot of helpers, and you're learning some skills here too yourself. So by observing, you're learning to do a few things. So we have here on the bottom, the base here is learning. So we have like somebody helping you learn on the bottom card here. And this is like you're observing, and there's, you know, base here where you're learning something. And I am feeling with the pyramids in the back and the arrow pointing up, it feels like this is like something over lifetimes. You've watched things over lifetimes, and maybe this is the lifetime that you actually like sharpen you forge your sword. Here's what's happening down in the corner. So you're forging your individuality and your own creativity. You may have sparks of energy where you're extremely creative. We have the cobra snake here, but I don't feel like it's threatening. I feel like it's tamed. We have the hand coming in where it's having a stick taming it, but it's like raising it. So it's like something you have charmed the snake going on around something in your life here. You've gone through something in your life here, pile number 2, where you have forged an energy. You have really let go of something, and you have stood up for yourself. Like, I feel like this snake, you've shed a lot of old energies, and you are very protective and very knowledgeable. And also like here associated with, there's a couple of things here. We have pyramids in the back and a farm. Pyramids in the back and then a farm over here. So with it, we have like a building with the farm. And so it's almost like maybe some of you are into like agricultural things, but this is something you've learned from ancient Egyptian times, from past lives, is what I'm sensing from this card. You may have had dreams about this in the last little while, actually. And also I see here, like something like travel on a ship, and not really like the workings of a ship, maybe like a, I don't know, like something about like the army, and something about maybe not so much the army, but maybe like working on I don't know what I'm seeing, like working in the bottom of a ship. So I don't know if this is like a past life or something maybe you've done in this life. So I'm getting a few mixed messages there with this, but it's like difficult to describe here. But I'm feeling like working also like industry. So maybe you've had like worked in industry, like building something within industries or factory work. I don't know exactly, but it feels like also ships and like steam, like ships, you know? So there may be some past things there. And then it's like there's a ferry here too, and it's like you have to pay the ferryman. I'm not sure what that's about. So maybe that may mean something for you. Some of you have to pay the ferryman. Some of you may have a karmic debt that you're paying and returning right now. Some of you may have a karmic debt returning to you. So I feel like maybe there's a blessing of finances more here for those watching in this. And I feel like it's a return. When I see the whole circle of things, it's almost like you've worked really hard. You haven't had a lot of success. You've had a lot of heartbreak, difficulty. And now it's like the time where the blessings are going to come in. And maybe some coins are going to be returned to you within some of this hard work. Some of this hard work may involve some travel, but it is definitely shedding old habits and old thought patterns and even old people. And I feel like, you know, like people that aren't serving you, but I feel like you're working with somebody more here that is along who you can like, how do I say, like they teach you their ways in a gentler way, and there's like a camaraderie about it. So there's maybe something about changing jobs for you or something. There's something definitely changing with the old setting of the pile number 1, the metamorphosis. This may be the actual metamorphosis that we're seeing here, is the financial incomes, the hard work, the learning, the observing. So there's a lot going on all at once, and also past life influences coming in so that you're able to decipher what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. There may be even some of that going on here in pile number 1. Pile number 2. So, we have here painting, we have here burning, and we have here the letter. So I am feeling like there has been some information that has come in. There has been a whole like burning down of an old situation, an old structure. Doesn't mean your house is going to burn down or anything like that. I don't feel that, not even like for a second here. Anybody who is feeling, but what I am feeling is like possibly the destruction of a household. Like, you know, within a relationship or something like that you may have gone through, or you may be, I feel like it's been in the past. This is not like you're going to go through it. I feel like this is in the past. So you're contending with things this week, like emotional situations may come up concerning these things. So I'm feeling there's a letter. You may have received a letter. You may have, maybe want to write a letter. But with this other card here, we have the painting. I feel like, you know, maybe some of your emotions are getting released in your dream. They're not really prophetic or something that's going to happen, but it's like an energy release, which is going to trigger your emotions through the week. So if you have a release that's healthy, like painting or something creative, something even just, you know, making your house, you know, cleaning your house, whatever it is, I don't care. So something creative is going to allow you to be able to, you know, control and temper what's going on here. And then you're going to be able to release it through journaling or writing a letter where you are not going off, but you are saying exactly just what needs to be said. And then no more, no less, you know, like, so how can I say, for an example, let's just say, you know, you're going to go pick up the kids. I don't know, that's what I can say. You're going to go pick up the kids from your ex, and then they're going on and on about whatever, this or that. And you just want to go pick up the kids and go home. So you just simply write, I'm going to come and pick up the kids and I'll see you at 7, you know, to pick up the kids or whatever. Just like keep it short and sweet and just disregard all the other stuff. But I am also seeing there is an important message that you're going to be receiving, a legal, something legal that you have to pay attention to this week. So maybe some of all of this stuff that's going on in the past, you know, may be coming to a resolve is what I'm feeling. And we have here observe in silence. This is important for you to watch what's going on, not react, because something is trying to trick you, because with a fox is trickery, right? So observing allows you to be able to maneuver through any psychological tricks that are being performed on you, because I am sensing that this fox is all about your psychic sense coming to the fore. And heed the messengers. So if you have a gut feeling about something, then it is so. It is true. It is so about what is happening. So this is something that you are getting a gut intuition about, that something is wrong. And maybe, I don't feel, maybe it's with the letter or something, but like maybe someone's trying to pull a fast one legally or something. So I do feel sense something. I'm not exactly sure what that's about, or it could be just about anything, you know, but something that's destructive. But it says heed the messages. So really, like, check your messages, pay attention to them, respond to them, but not overreact is what I'm sensing. So stay strong. So obviously staying strong is important through that, and not to react. That's, I feel like, a very, very strong thing here. So something is going to happen where you may have react to something over the week. We have Wizard of Awareness. So this is under the fox. So this, to me, is very, very interesting energy, that somebody who may have an energy of understanding magic may be trying to use that against you. So I would be cautious about that. And I feel like this is not a very, like, feeling with the fox here, that this is something that's devious. So they may be trying to get away with something, even on the spiritual plane and the magical plane. They may even be putting like illusions before you so that you chase after something, so that you are your, in your own demise. I don't know. It's just what I get, like an old evil eye kind of sensation. So maybe something like an evil eye amulet would help you. You know what? I got to tell you, speaking of, my friend makes these great things. Look at that. That's mine. I don't know if you can see it, but that's my, it's like a beautiful, like, obsidian. And she makes these other ones that are like tiger's eye and Palo Santos. And these are blue and brown tiger's eye with, I think it's moonstone. But anyways, they're just great. And I got to tell you, stuff like this right now, energetically, it may seem silly to some people, but for some people who are sensitive and they really feel a lot of energies, they're really great to help, like, just ground your energy and be aware of what's happening and around you, so that you can ward off different things that are going to be affecting you otherwise. So it just gives you a little sensation about, hey, there's something off, and it connects you in, that helps you through that. So what is interesting also about this reading is we have Wizard of Awareness and Ghostlands. So you maybe have something, somebody cast some kind of illusion, or some kind of, they may have sold you, like, maybe sold you an idea about something that was really a ghost land. It was really nothing that was real. It was an illusion. So you're seeing the ghost land of what it is now. So something may have come to a demise, and this person doesn't like that situation, and they may be using sending you negative energy. So you might want to protect yourself from that. I'm also here seeing moonlight. So we've just passed a full moon, a very powerful full moon in Capricorn. So there's a lot of things that have been unfolding for people. A lot of, like, rebuilding energy is really, really important right now. So I feel like this rebuilding energy is what's going on in and around you. And so this moonlight gives you the rest. The moon position right now, that's in Aquarius, is giving you the rest that you need. So I feel like being out in the moon is really, really important. Sun, like, not, how you sunbathe, well, moon bathe too. Really, really important to absorb the energies of what's going on, because these every few days, as the moon shifts in different zodiac planets, it feeds us a different energy, so that we can work through a different aspect of our life, whatever that house is whatever that zodiac sign is sitting in. So right now Aquarius is being fed to us so that we can learn about communication, we can learn about things like devices, we can learn about how to be better in groups and within families, within our work, within, releasing things, so that, it really makes us face what we need to face. So sometimes, we are in other relationships that may not be healthy or may be healthy, so that we have reflections of what it is that we need to learn. So there's something here about this ghostland energy here. We have joy guides as well. So something has been robbing you of your joy lately. And so creative aspects are going to help you. They're going, writing and journaling is going to help you see the tricks of other people. When you read and observe something through written word, I feel there's something there about that you uncover the illusion of what is, and you see the like wizard behind the curtain is what I'm seeing. And I feel like that you are seeing their illusion and it's not real. And so you are risking, there's a little bit of a risk when you see this, because it's like they might know that you now know something. I don't know. So I don't know what that is about, guys. To tell you the truth, I am getting like this in like broken kind of information. But so like whatever this means to you, you may go through this week and then later on this week re-listen to this video and then say, oh, okay, that's what that meant. But I feel like that's the kind of sensation that I'm getting. So I am feeling here being outside in the moon is really, really important for you. This is a path for you to heal. It is, you know, getting out. Maybe if you go camping or something, it might reset what's going on around you if you live in like the northern hemisphere. It's summertime here, so you know, where if it's warm enough. There may be something about that is important as well. And or maybe, you know, like seeing things through a little bit lighter perspective, which nature will allow you to do. It will allow you to connect in. So I also feel with this risk, you are going to take a risk and trust somebody's advice that you really don't know if it's good advice. You really just don't know. It's not about you don't trust the person. It's just you don't know enough about the situation. So there is something where you might trust somebody here that is the right person. And you will be guided through intuition also to trust the right person to guide you through this maybe legal situation or a difficult situation. It could be a friend or the advice of a therapist or a friend or somebody close to you, you know, or even a lawyer or something of that nature. So I am feeling that you are very, very much in the center here, heeding the messenger. So you're listening to all the messengers, watching out for the tricks, avoiding, I feel like a few things are going on in and around your life that you're avoiding the ghost lands of other people's illusions, and you are risking your own individuality so that you can be successful in what you're doing. So there's something in there about that where there's risk that you have to really honor yourself, respect your communication skills and how you're communicating through artistic avenues, through writing, journaling, and obviously if you need to, you know, talk with a friend or somebody who is a professional or something, then that's what you need to do. So, you know, like even spiritual things like what we're doing right now, having this time is a little bit releasing for people, you know. So gets your mind off of everything, or even just spark an idea that helps you through different things. So we have the traveling Buddha. So we'll see what these cards have to be. So I feel like maybe this group, my sensation was that this is about traveling and about I don't know, like understanding like a little bit of joy from different perspective from the travel. So we'll see what these cards have to say here. And we have the 5th card of the Dream card, and this is interesting. So we have an angelic force here, and I am feeling like Archangel Michael. So there is like an energy healing force going on here. So there is a person here that may be being healed, and the energy is moving, shifting down through the sword. So there is some type of healing energy going on. And in the bottom, there is like a person, I'm not sure what he's doing, but like there's a little bit of light there, and he's got like I don't know if he's chopping wood or making honey, or I'm not exactly sure. If you guys can even see on the bottom there what that is, it's like really, you know, kind of fuzzy. But right there, right? Whatever that guy's do, and he looks like a lumberjack, but yet it's like, you know, maybe he's getting light for something. There's some kind of nature offering. And on one side, there is a field and there's a fire, so but it's like there's a stone wall that they put up so that it's protecting. So maybe some of the healing is going to interesting. Hang on a second, guys. Stay hydrated today. Where I am, it's really hot, so fresh lemonade. So within this healing, I feel like meditation is really, really important, because there's like, because you are having a healing, some of the fires are sparking off everywhere. And it may be starting fires and like maybe problems in other areas of your life, because you have actually healed and not tolerating certain things. You may have laid strong boundaries or something like that. So nothing can kind of touch you in this path. You may have had to deal with somebody who is sick in and around you, maybe an older person or a partner. This is what I'm sensing. It doesn't feel like a child, but it feels like someone in and around you. So it's like people have been coming and visiting you, and I feel like with this, it's time for them to leave. So I don't know, there's something about maybe family coming and visiting and then leaving, or maybe possibly, you could possibly be going on a trip. Now, there's an energy of self-care, and also there's a chick with that is hatching. So some of you may be just about ready to give birth. So remember to self-care and continue to heal and place boundaries for yourself so that you are healthy for yourself and your baby and your family. So there's angelic energy about that. There's also, what is really concerning to me at the top, is a mouth with teeth falling out. So this tells me that there is some gossip going around, so much so that maybe some of you have been engaging in gossip, and if you are, then this applies to you, and please try not to be, I really, really don't want you to be insulted by that, but we all have lessons, right? So if it's you, then please try to take the advice so that we all grow and learn, or if it's somebody else around you, also similar energy, not to hate on them or whatever, it's just the level of where they're at. And sometimes we get so full of energy and so full of frustration or even joy, whatever, we cannot stop talking. And sometimes that really affects people in and around you that aren't ready to hear certain things, or maybe going through difficult times themselves. So like if you have advice for like a new mom, you know, like, I mean, if you have ever been a new mom, you understand how difficult it is. So sometimes keeping our mouths closed about those things and just helping is better. So sometimes maybe something you've said, I don't know why that example just came out, it just did, but maybe something you've said in the past may have offended somebody, so you may have to make an apology or make amends so that there's a healing situation within your family. I feel this is within family. So really, really important. And I also feel like maybe this healing is the time that it takes place, because there's something about a trip. There's something about family trips. So maybe there's something going on where you're planning something to do together, you know, with your family, and you just want everything to go smoothly. So we have the yellow daisy here. This yellow daisy is about wearing the color yellow, having bright colors in and around you. The yellow is the solar plexus, which is where our intuition comes in. So you may have intuitively know something, even though you're right. You know, you've had to fight for your rights, but it's like you've spoken too much now and you need to be quiet, or somebody else has done that. So however this resonates, since this is a general reading, that, you know, you need to take this as it comes. So I'm going to just try to be direct about it, and you apply it as you need it. I'm sorry if it's confusing. So I'll try to be, clear with this. So with this is your solar plexus. Try to meditate and clear your solar plexus. I feel like eating, yellow foods is really helpful, like fruits and vegetables, to help clear this energy. For instance, lemonade, fresh lemonade, freshly squeezed lemonade is always great. Or whatever, bananas or, squashes or whatever you think. So, yellow potatoes, maybe whatever you think. So this might help clear or rejuvenate your solar plexus energy right now, because you may have been receiving a lot of information where you needed to heal. And so, like I said, these fires of healing has gone other places because you've needed to lay boundaries. And I do feel like these readings are bleeding one into another, but not completely, but in general. So I do really feel like pile number 2 really should listen to pile number 1 if you've only listened to pile number 2. So with this here, the next card with the yellow is the jewel and the airplane. Well, look at that. So with your healing of your emotional energy, which is the solar plexus, and you taking maybe a little bit more care of what's going on with the foods that you're eating. So there may be something in, I don't know what it is in yellow vegetables or fruits that is like important, or what makes them yellow. But whatever that is, your body may be lacking and needing. So I'm feeling there's something about that. So what that will do is, I feel there's something about, I feel like, inheritance. This card, I am not feeling like, I'm not feeling like this is like something you earn or whatever. This is like a gift to you. So you might be getting a gift of jewelry. You might be getting like an older gift, something that's like an heirloom. I don't know, something like that. I feel like there's something going on there. But in order to receive like fully and understand the value of these jewels, I feel like there's something going on with the solar plexus. So I don't know if you've lost somebody recently. I don't know if somebody's been really sick and they've given you something important, or, you know, like that. So there may be like an emotional energy of what you're contending with, as well as receiving the gift and treasuring it. So there may have been travel involved. You may have been visiting a relative who is sick. And I also feel like you may be going on a trip back home. And from there, some of your work may involve travel from now on. So I feel like there's been a lot of restriction, obviously, with all of that. But lately, it's like whoever's listening and picked this pile, you're itching to go travel, and you really, really want to travel to settle some things and also get some work done. I feel like there's something creative, and work is being involving travel here. So you hear the ancient ones. You are hearing ancestral energy, and I feel like they are guiding you to reveal your path. So this is about also to reveal your truth. So this is the second card. That pile number 2 had also speak your truth. This is reveal your truth. So there may be something hidden that you have been like contending with, where now you are free to be open about something. And in the next card here, it says wash away your burdens. So you have washed away your burdens. You've spoken up. You've revealed the true self within the true self, and you are listening to the ancestors. When I see this card, like, it's so intricate and detailed. It is really like about like walking the labyrinth of life, hearing the energy of the ancestors, connecting in with the third eye, and like going through like initiations, being crowned and being one with nature. There's a whole ambiance of energy that comes in through this card. So I feel like there's a lot that people are going through. Being in nature is really, really important for a lot of people. Revealing your truth. If you feel a specific way about something, you know, it doesn't mean that just because people are revealing their truth, you know, one minute we like something one way, and another minute we like something another way. It's not always so cut and dry in life. We are dual. We fluctuate within things. We have learning experiences. We have curiosities, desires, all these things. So within this, what this means is that you're unmasking things that other people are wishing for you, you know, and so you're genuinely listening to your own spirit. You've healed an essence of yourself. Something has freed up your energy to heal an essence of yourself, which allows you to wash all the burdens away. If you are going out anywhere this summer, or even in the winter or whatever, but if you were living in a summer area, there's like lily pads with frogs on this. There's butterflies on her eyes, so she's gone through transformation. She has the frogs that are bringing in abundance. The flowers, the lotus flower is about, you know, coming up from the mud, rising up from the mud, and nurturing yourself and going through the emotions, and then reaching for the sunshine and becoming that beautiful essence of this flower. So if you've ever seen them in person, they're one of the most beautiful flowers. And if you've ever been in water where you're floating around them, it's just heavenly. So I'm telling you that something like this, even just going out in nature and floating and meditating on the water, even if it's a pool, whatever, you know, like, use your imagination. It will help you flow. And I'm feeling something about a physical transformation, more care about the physical body, and a healing of something. And I feel like it's time for whatever it is. Even if you've dealt with this a couple of times, over this next little while, there's going to be people and answers that will give you what you need to heal this, like, permanently now. So I feel like there's something there. So you have here storm fields, ride the wave, and fly. This is all. I do feel whoever this pile is, it's about like caring for somebody else, riding out storm fields of somebody's illness, and you've ridden the wave. And with the dolphins, it's like you've done what you've had to do. You're connected, you were kind, you're good in nature. This may have definitely related with family. And flying is about, you know, maybe you're leaving this situation, but this has transformed you. This has allowed you, the messages from the spirit guides are business, and it's from Venus. So this is energy about self-caring now, concentrating on what's good for you, maybe creating a business that is going to be a little bit of a legacy, not just like with Venus, the goddess Venus. She holds the essence of what business is. You know, if that beauty isn't involved within your business, then I'm sorry to say, but it probably won't last very long. If it is, you know, under a guise or a mask, you know, you can only put up this facade so long before you're bored to tears and you'll want to get out of your own business. So, you know, not saying things don't get mundane or whatever, but you're able to wash things away. You're able to pick up the pieces and go back at what you need to do. It feeds your passion. So, and it brings love into your life. And I feel like maybe most of these people that this pile here are single. And so by going after what's going on within your business, settling, you know, you're done one job of looking after something else, you're able to then go on and create business for yourself and great things for yourself. So those are the things that I'm seeing in the 3 separate piles. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. It's really nice to see everybody on this Sunday afternoon. I had a little bit of time and a little bit of energy. Excuse me a second. There, lemon and honey water is always good for helping a cough. So I do wish you all well, and I hope that these readings were helpful for you, and you have a great afternoon. And we'll see you again sometime. Bye for now.